Oun Abbas Hussain here for Seconds Out, here with trainer Martin Bowers. Martin, another fight week. We're here. We've got our green wristbands. Your fighter, Chris Bourke, fighting Michael Ramabeletsa on Saturday night on the undercard of Anthony Yarde, Lyndon Arthur. Just talk to me about this opportunity for your fighter, Chris.
Well, I think it's an excellent opportunity. As we both know, Ramabeletsa is a better fighter than his record suggests, and he's a great operator. So we're expecting a good performance and a good fight.
Last time Chris was out, he was on the Joe Joyce, Michael Wallish card, and he seemed to steal the show that night. When I was looking at people talking afterwards, they said, people that hadn't heard of Chris beforehand said this Chris Bourke guy, he can really, really fight. Impressed on the night. How impressive was he in your eyes?
Well, I think we've got a little box fighter there. He's not just a boxer. He can actually, he's quite heavy-handed. And obviously I was impressed. It was a good win and another good fight for Chris.
Michael Ramabeletsa seems to be a fighter that a lot of people seem to be avoiding. What made you guys sort of take this fight on?
Well, to be fair, we was offered it, and it was something we looked at, and obviously we know him very well. He come over with a stable mate of Chris's, which is Larry Akandale, and we spoke about the fight, and we just thought it was the right fight.
And for yourself, Chris is obviously he's part of a big team that you guys sort of manage at Peacock. In the next 12 months, ideally, where do you want to see Chris? Is it still him learning his trade?
Well, I'd like to see him challenging for a British title in the next 12 months.
Okay. And obviously,
we've got to get through this first, so we're not jumping this hurdle. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, if he's going to progress, that's where you need to go.
And obviously, last week, I need to go back to last week and talk about your fight, Daniel Dubois. First of all, how is he? Have you spoken to him? I'm sure you guys keep in contact.
Yes, I spoke to his dad this morning. Actually, I didn't speak to Dan; he was asleep. But he's all good. He's on the mend. I mean, we've got the doctor's report now, and I think Frank will be speaking about that tomorrow. So I don't want to go into that. Listen, it's boxing.
We spoke about it before and after as well, but the sort of things that have come out after the fight, Daniel being labelled a quitter. When we look at social media, we look at boxers, we look at promoters. But first of all, I want to talk about boxers online, talking about Daniel being a quitter. What do you make of that?
Well, listen, it's an opinionated sport, as we both know, and everyone has an opinion. But sometimes I think you should wait and see what the injury is before you start making assumptions.
Obviously, promoters, Eddie Hearn, I think at one point even questioned whether there was an injury or wanted evidence. I know the evidence is going to come out. What do you make of stuff like that coming out?
Oh, listen, it's an opinionated sport, and some people should keep their opinions to themselves. But listen, it is what it is, isn't it?
Do you feel downhearted at times when you read this from fellow people in the boxing industry, talking about your fighter? Not even talking about your fighter, just talking about a fighter in general.
Well, look, we're all involved in the same sport, and we should be promoting the sport. And how can I say? We should be appreciative of the efforts and the valiant efforts that people put in. Again, I don't want to take nothing away from Joe, because Joe won the fight and Joe done a great job. I think we should be talking about Joe going forward. But again, I think we was winning the fight, and not only was it me that fought that, I think the scorecard reflected that as well. So Daniel done a great job, but Joe won the fight. Let's see where Joe goes from here.
And a lot of people sort of writing Daniel off, saying, "Oh, now it's too early." Hindsight's a great thing after a fight, but people say, "Oh, it was too early. You never had the test that Joe did." But you sort of.
I can only answer that by saying, look at the scorecards. That's it. What more can we say? I mean, look at the scorecards, watch the fight closely. After the third round, Dan probably wasn't his little self, but, he was still winning the fight.
A lot of people question whether he can come back from an injury as tough as this one. When it comes to eye injuries, we know it can affect a person's life, never mind their career as a boxer. But yourself and Dan, I'm sure you guys have, yourself, you probably had a bit of time to think about it. He will be back, right?
Well, look, we'll look at what the doctor says, look at the medical report, and we'll go from there. Obviously, we all want him to come back because he's a good fighter, he's exciting, and he is a warrior, We need to show that. Or should I say Dan needs to show that, and people need to appreciate that. But listen, like I said, people are always going to have opinions, and for me, the only way I can look at it is, if you have a few haters, you must be doing something right.
What do you want to say to all the people that are sort of hating at the moment? It seems to be that such a fight.
What can I say to them? They're going to be what they're going to be, and they're always going to be like that. Sometimes that's just how people are. Again, listen, let them live their lives, we live ours. Do what, let them say what they want to say.
Martin, I want to thank you for giving me a couple of your minutes. I do appreciate it. And good luck to yourself, your team on Saturday night, and Chris Bourke.
You're more than welcome. And good luck to Joe going forward. And as a team, we wish him well.
Thank you very much, Martin. I appreciate that. Thank you.